Hey gang, Local Boy here. Welcome back in. Thanks for tuning back in. We're going to be looking at two examples of LaLoon attacks: Shattered LaLoon, CB LaLoon. This is of course post patch where our guys are still upgrading their dark spell factories and they're going straight to haste to unlock that spell. We have we see some great potential in haste paired up with poison with LaLoon attacks. So these are just conventional attacks, but despite the buff in HP and buildings, we're still able to 3-star a lot of bases using this attack. So we're going to take a look at two attacks. This was Eonblade. He's one of our air specialists. He went in and did cleanup on two bases using LaLoon, and we're going to take a look at those attacks here. So really quickly, spread out base. They're number 15, lower sets of defenses, but part of the issue here was that there were still two air defenses in the core. Those air defenses, even if they are still low level, can cause you some problems. You have to make sure that you get your troops, your air troops, into that core as quickly as possible to put them down, or you're going to have a bad day. But this was just a CB LaLoon, very simple. Came in with one lightning. They didn't throw tanky troops in a lot of their CCs, so we were able to take out most of them with just a simple lightning. Now, one of the big things that has been a huge issue has been the changes to the AQ AI with regards to pathing. You have funneling has never been more important, and you absolutely must start constructing the largest possible funnel that you can to ensure that the AQ doesn't wander to the outside of the base. And we've gotten bitten by that a few times. But she was able to make it into that first pocket, take out that one air defense, and then this was quad hound, so 4 hounds coming in along with the back end loons coming in right behind them with rages. So once the main attack force gets in on this top left hand corner, you can start raging them into the core. And again, they are low level defenses. They were able to give him level 3 lava hounds, which held up pretty nicely against his base, and I think they even survived towards the end. So yeah, pretty standard stuff here. TH9 or a well-developed TH9 bully raid on on a TH9 developing base. It's not impossible, but I mean, look how many troops he ended up with, and that's just taking out one AD plus the AQ, one AD really quickly on the exterior, and then 2 ADs in the core. Now, within about a week, everyone will be pretty much full strength. They'll have access to poison. They'll have access to hastes, and we should have some pretty interesting replays coming up from that. So that was one attack. The next attack we're going to take a look at, Eon hit their number 10. Again, this was a Shattered LaLoon, so slightly more compressed base. The defenses are upgraded a little bit more, but these two air defenses presented themselves to be taken down, along with the AQ, which would wander out, and then the CC. So you're getting like a 4-for-1 with the right kill spot. Now he did go in with 2 golems in this case because there's a lot of effective DPS in that area, along with the clan castle. So you have to make sure that your tanks stay up long enough for your troops to make it in there, and for the AQ to do her job. Now again, the big strategic consideration here is the funnel. You got to make sure these side buildings go down before. Or at least that there's a breadcrumb of buildings to get her into the core, otherwise you're going to lose the AQ. So let's take a look at that replay really quick. Again, fairly easy lore here. The trigger range of that CC was on the exterior of this base, so not the best war base, as far as war bases go. So as you can see here, again, this is so important. You got to make sure you tie up those defenses long enough for your wizards to go in and to start creating that funnel. And you really have to exaggerate the width of the funnel, because if your kill team gets ahead of your funneling team, you're going to lose your witch. In this case, he was able to get all of those exterior buildings put down, drew out the CC, has access to the AQ. His golems are still up, and the AQ is going to be able to get in there. Is going to be able to get in there, and take out both the air defenses as well as that defending AQ. It was a pretty low level AQ, so his PK was able to go in there and take that down. And this is with a pretty small fire team. So yeah, once that happens, that air defense goes down. We give a quick assist to the golems there, and then once that that other air defense goes down, but he's already started his raid, and one of the big considerations with these raids is that you must start your LaLoon portion of the raid before you lose your kill team. Preferably, you would have it so that they were, that your kill team survives towards the end to help out on cleanup. But in this case, he started as soon as the AQ went down, and as soon as that first AD went down, he started with that LaLoon raid. And again, this is a symmetrical base. Symmetrical bases love LaLoon. We love LaLoon for symmetrical bases because you can attack two sides at the same time and then just arrive in the core and then just be available and then have all of your troops left over available for the rest of the raid. So these tight compressed symmetrical bases, awesome targets for LaLoon. Yeah, hope you thought that was helpful. We'll try to do a few more of these. I'm trying to get a few guys to do some examples of surgical hog attacks. We've been experimenting around with that, and it's extremely effective if you can deploy it just right. So we'll have a few of those examples coming up for you soon. So thanks for tuning in.